Welcome, bowling fans, to 4D Entertainment's NCAA Collegiate Stepladder Finals, brought to you by BowlFreak. Sign up for free at BowlFreak.com and compete against other players from around the world in various tournaments to suit your skill and style. BowlFreak, it's your game. I'm Michael Powell, and I'll be with you laneside for today's competition.
All right, welcome to the MBS NCAA Sweeper Finals. First up, our number 5 qualifier, Mr. Billy Ragatz. Our number 4 qualifier, Mr. Michael Williams II. Our number 3 qualifier, Mr. Roger May. Our number 2 qualifier, Mr. J.J. Anderson. Mr. Anderson. And our number 1 qualifier, Mr. Alex Martin.
So to recap our lineup today, from 5th place to 1st place is Billy Ragatz, Michael Williams II, Roger May, Jay Anderson in 2nd, and Alex Martin is our top seed for today's Stepladder Finals. Today's competition will be scored using the proposed Olympic format, in which players go head-to-head each frame. If a player outscores their opponent, they win the frame and go one up. Matches tied after 12 frames continue until there's a winner, and the game ends if one player gains more points than the other can possibly achieve. This is the oil pattern our competitors are facing today. It's the NCAA Collegiate pattern. It's 40 feet long, it has high oil volume, and bowlers should stay inside or risk not having their ball come back in time to hit the strike pocket. Michael Williams II will get us started off here. He has elected to begin on the left lane. Gets set up on the approach. Puts this one down through the middle, crosses over early and gets Brooklyn, and only gets 8 pins. Billy Ragatz is our 5th seed competitor today, and he was a bit surprised to make the finals, as he indicated to me earlier. And he gave us a very different kind of interview, which we'll take a look at later. Ragatz gets set up on the right-hand approach. Chooses a line that's a little further outside. He too crosses Brooklyn and also gets 8 pins.
That's not a bad idea.
So Williams gets set up on the left side. And picks up his spare. Ragatz gets set up on the right side to attempt to do the same. Ouch! And only gets the lead pin, thwarted by the double wood, giving the first frame to Michael Williams II. Ragatz gets set up on the left side. Sends this one down a little more in the middle, a little further outside, does not come back fast enough, and only gets 6 pins. So this freshly oiled NCAA Collegiate pattern is proving to be a little difficult to navigate, it looks like. Williams gets set up on the right side. Puts this one down through the middle. His cuts back a little late, but gets 7 pins, and that's enough to win the frame.
Hit on one side or the other.
Williams gets set up on the left side. Cuts a little tighter line, but manages to get a super washout and only 5 pins.
I don't know. I do not know.
So he wasn't happy with that, and it's easy to understand why. As Billy Ragatz gets set up on the right. Sends this one right down the middle, cuts way over to the left, but he gets 9 pins and wins this frame.
2-1 in the third.
That makes the score 2-1 in favor of Michael Williams II as we head into frame 4.
What heck of the finals?
Billy Ragatz is known as one of the more amusing bowlers to bowl with here at Brunswick Zone, Estelle. As he gets set up on the left side. Puts another shot down Brooklyn. Gets all 10 this time, though. And throws the gauntlet down for Michael Williams. Looks like only 9 pins, so that's going to give the frame to Billy Ragatz. We had a chance to talk with Michael earlier today to ask him what he thought of the lanes and what his strategies were going to be for the finals.
Actually, they were really tough. I found the lines that worked the best were straighter, and I actually made a few ball changes. I started out with a stronger ball. About halfway through the second game, it was hooking too much, so ball down, and I finally actually found something around game 3 or 4, and could put a couple of good games together there to put me in the lead. And unfortunately, there at the end, I had about a hour break between the games, and I got a little stiff.
Right.
And
well, what are your strategies for the finals coming up?
Pretty much the same. I think I'm gonna go with something with a little more surface this time. See if we can get the lanes to come to me a little faster. Just keep making good shots, throwing the ball good, covering spares. Just keep making good shots.
Great. And it looks like it's so far so good here with Michael Williams II with his making good shot strategy as the game is all tied up 2-2 in the 5th frame. Williams gets set up on the left side to throw his first ball in the 5th frame. Sends this one down through the middle, over to the right, does not come back, gets 7 pins, and sends another pretty easy frame over to Billy Ragatz. As he gets lined up on the right side. Looks like he's aiming Brooklyn, but it's working for him as he gets a strike and wins the frame. So I'm not sure if the Brooklyn side strategy was intentional by Billy Ragatz, but it has been working for him, and now makes the score 3-2 heading into the 6th.
I think you rotate no matter what, right?
Ragatz has a little conversation with the friends he's got watching as he sends off his first ball of the 6th frame. Hits that Brooklyn side once again and gets 9 pins. Williams looks set on the right approach. And it looks like he's chosen a tighter line on this shot, but cuts Brooklyn, only gets 7 pins, and loses this frame too. So I think Michael Williams is making a bit of a change in his line to accommodate for these conditions. And we'll see if he has better luck on the left side. As he gets set. Gets nose heavy and only gets 8 pins. So it goes back over to Billy Ragatz to see if he can make 9 or better to win this frame. So he gets set up on the right side. Looks like he's going to put this one to the right side of the head pin, and does, and gets 9 pins and wins this frame too. So it looks like Ragatz is going to abandon his Brooklyn side strategy in favor of a more traditional approach for a right-handed bowler. And we'll know for sure after we watch this shot. As he gets set up on the left side. Oops, stays Brooklyn on this one, gets 9 pins. So it looks like either side works for Billy, as he sends this one over to Michael Williams. So Williams could really use a strike right here. As he sends this one down through the middle, punches right through the nose, gets the big 4, and gives that frame to Billy Ragatz as well. So at this point, if Billy Ragatz gets one more point, he'll win the first match. And conversely, Michael Williams II needs to win every frame from here on out. And as we've seen many other times watching the Olympic scoring format, it sets up a sudden death situation before we've reached the 12th frame. As Williams gets set up on the left side. Stays on the right side of the head pin and gets that strike he's been looking for. And the congratulations of his competitor, Billy Ragatz. We have friendly folks playing here. It's one of the great things about playing here at Brunswick Zone Austell. As Ragatz puts this one down a lot further out, gets a nicer look on it, but only gets 9 pins, and gives this frame to Michael Williams. So there's still life in Michael Williams II, as he just showed us. And we'll see what he manages to do in the 10th frame. But first, Billy Ragatz is going to show us what he's going to do. As he sends this one down, right down the middle, straight into the pocket. Not much movement on that ball, and gets 8 pounds. So another lucky break for Michael Williams. And he needs 9 or better to stay in the game. As he sends another beautiful shot into the pocket, gets all 10 pins, and keeps the game going, making it 6-4 as we head into the 11th frame. So Michael Williams needed every one of these, and so far he's gotten them. And it looks like he's figured this pattern out not a moment too soon. As he gets set to send off his first shot of the 11th frame. Stays to the left of the center row. Punches through the head pin, though, and only gets 7 pins. So disappointing to Michael Williams. And sets up Billy Ragatz with what might be the last throw of the game. He sends this one down. Looks like way left of the head pin. Only gets 7 pins. Nope. The last one falls. He gets 8. And Billy Ragatz is the winner of our first game and will face Roger May in game 2.
You get tied and you get tied, still watch. Right. You miss a spare. It doesn't matter. Let's give it up to Michael Williams in 5th place.
You are watching 4D Entertainment's NCAA Collegiate Stepladder Finals. Brought to you by BowlFreak. Sign up for free at BowlFreak.com and compete against other players from around the world in various tournaments to suit your skill and style. BowlFreak, it's your game. One game is in the books, and Billy Ragatz has defeated Michael Williams II to move up to face Roger May in the second game of our championship stepladder finals. Roger May is elected to go first on the left lane. Sends a nice shot into the pocket and gets a strike, first frame. So May puts the pressure on early to Billy Ragatz, and we'll see how he responds. As he sends off his first ball of the third game, puts this one right through the nose and gives the first frame to Roger May. Both Roger May and Billy Ragatz can be seen bowling here at Brunswick Zone Hostel pretty much any day of the week. As they both belong to numerous leagues and like to bowl in tournaments. As Ragatz sends off the first ball of the second frame. Punches again right through the nose and only gets 8 pins in a pretty nasty split. So May gets set up on the right side. Sticks with the same line from the first frame. Puts that one in the pocket, gets a strike, and that's 2 in a row for Roger May.
I might have to actually play the pocket now.
David Clark giving Roger May some advice there before he starts frame 3. As May gets set up on the left side. Sticks with the same line that worked before, but only gets 9 pins this time. Looks like it may have come off the ball just a little bit there. Slowing it down. As he did not quite get the pin action he got the first 2 shots he threw. As Ragatz gets set up on the right side. Puts this one out. Does not go as far back in as he needs. Only gets 6 pins and allowing Roger May to get up 3-0 heading into the 4th frame. But Billy Ragatz doesn't let these kind of things get to him very often, as he indicated when we interviewed him earlier. This is what he had to tell us.
I was slice of blue moon, and I was staring at Alex's girlfriend, and I just kept drinking Blue Moon.
So you're basically saying Blue Moon's what got you here?
Oh yeah.
Are you going to change your strategy in the finals?
Oh no. I'm going with that all the way.
All right, well.
So Billy Ragatz likes to throw plastic and keep it lighthearted while bowling here. And it's probably one of the reasons why he does as well as he does. As he gets set up on the left side to start frame 4. And he gets a nice pocket shot and sends 10 to the pit.
That's my hardest strike of my life.
And puts it over to Roger May to match that or give the point to him. As May sends this one down the line we've gotten to see so often, and he matches it with a strike and keeps the score 3-0 as we head into frame 5. So Roger May has been a heck of a competitor at our tournaments over the last few months and has made it to the final rounds in most of 4D tournaments events. May towels his ball off as he gets ready to start the 5th frame. As he sends this one nicely into the pocket and gets another strike.
6 foul half ball. Can we go get one, please?
So didn't knock them all off the deck like he did the last time, but got the job done. And keeps the pressure right on Billy Ragatz. As he sends this shot, Brooklyn side gets a little tap on that 5-pin, but comes up short and finds himself down 4-0 as we head into the 6th frame. So, has Billy Ragatz had too much Blue Moon beer? Well, time will tell, but right now, the answer would seem to be a definite maybe. As he sends this one right down the middle, straight through the head pin. Gets a little tapper there, but gets 9 pins and sends it over to Roger May. May quickly gets set on the right side. Puts a nice shot down right into the pocket again. Gets another strike and makes the score 5-0 as we head into the 7th frame. So this has been a pretty one-sided match so far.
I haven't been trying to score.
I'd say try. I think you have.
With Roger May dominating. As May sets up and sends another shot that goes through the nose, gets only 7 pins, and leaves an open door for Billy Ragatz to get back into this game. So Ragatz just needs 8 pins or better to get a point up there. Sends this one right through the nose, gets that strike that's been eluding him, and makes the score now 5-1. So Billy Ragatz not in quite a do-or-die situation, but getting close. Manages to put a point up. And we'll see if he can build on that. As he sends off another shot left of the head pin. Not sure if the Blue Moon's making him forget which side he's supposed to be aiming for. But only gets 8 pins and opens the door up for Roger May to put another point up if he can get 9 or better. Roger sends this one out far right. Only gets 7 pins and gives Billy Ragatz that frame too. So it looks like Billy Ragatz is back in this game. If he can just remember what side he's supposed to be aiming for.
Yeah, well, it's not even bowling. I'm throwing it.
So May, quickly as usual, gets set up on the left. Zips another one down. Little head pin heavy on that one and only gets 9 pins. But with today's pattern, this hasn't been exactly strike heavy, so 9 pins has been good enough to win a lot of these frames. As Ragatz sends off his first ball of the 9th frame. Hits Brooklyn, hits it strong though, gets 10 pins, and now we've got the score 5-3. So Ragatz is happy with that shot. And at this point, I'm not sure. I think maybe he is aiming for Brooklyn on purpose. I'll have to ask him later. As he gets set up on the left side. Sends another zinger right into the same spot. Puts 10 in the pit and puts the pressure on Roger May to do the same. If Roger May matches his strike, he will win this game. Since we are in the 10th frame, Billy Ragatz only has 3 points. So May puts this one right into the pocket, gets a strike, and is the winner of Game 2 of our stepladder competition. Roger May will face Jay Anderson in our third game coming up next.
Give it up for our fourth place bowler, Mr. Billy Ragatz. Billy has decided to donate his money to Dave. Thank you. Woo! Yeah, we're all eating that pizza then.
Pizza Hut. Pizza the Hut.
You are watching 4D Entertainment's NCAA Collegiate Stepladder Finals. Brought to you by BowlFreak. Sign up for free at BowlFreak.com and compete against other players from around the world in various tournaments to suit your skill and style. BowlFreak, it's your game. So after 2 games, Billy Ragatz has fallen to Roger May, who is now playing Jay Anderson in Game 3 of our Stepladder Finals. So Jay Anderson, our second seed competitor, has opted to go first and will do so on the left lane. Throwing this one right across the middle, not as far as I think he wanted it, and only gets 6 pins. So Roger May, who seems to have figured the lanes out with that last game, tries to hit the same line, puts a little bit more on the ball this time, I think, but enough to win the first frame with 8 pins. May wastes no time getting set up on the left side. Puts that one out a little further right than we've seen earlier and gets a super washout. So only 6 pins for his second frame. Opening the door for Jay Anderson to perhaps put a point up himself. As Anderson gets set up on the right side. He washes out and only gets 6 pins as well. So a lucky break for Roger May. As he tries to pick this one up. And does so very well. Nice shot from Roger May, demonstrating why spares can be very important even when playing the Olympic format. As Anderson gets set up on the right side to see if he can do the same. As he puts a soccer ball straight down, misses the 10 pin unfortunately, and gets the frame over to Roger May. Anderson puts that one right into the pocket and gets a nice strike. So here by game 3, the lanes will start to break down. It looks like Anderson might be taking advantage of that. As May sends this shot right through the head pin and gives this frame to Jay Anderson, making the score 2-1 as we head into the 4th frame. May towels his ball off in preparation for his first shot of the 4th frame. Puts this one through the nose. Gets out of trouble though and gets 9 pins. Anderson gets set up on the right side. Puts a nice shot into the pocket, gets a strike, and now we're all tied up, 2-2 as we head into frame 5. We chatted with Jay earlier today, and Talked with him about what strategy he had used to get here and what he was planning on doing in the finals. And this is what he had to tell us.
Mostly just try to stay out of trouble, leave stuff that you can make your spares, just grind.
Did you make a lot of ball changes?
No, I only need to make one ball change a little bit later when the mid's burned up. I need a ball to push and recover.
Do you have any specific strategies you're going to use for the finals?
Just make good shots without having to make spares. It's all about executing well on the first shot. So get the ball off the hand clean, try to keep the ball in play.
Well, as Jay has found out in this game, spares can matter a little bit more than you might expect. But there's no doubt getting a strike on that first shot is what you want to do. As he sends this one down right into the pocket, gets a beautiful hit, and puts a strike over for Roger May to match, which he quickly gets ready to do, and gets set up on the right side. He puts this one way too far outside, misses the head pin, and hands the frame over to Jay Anderson, putting Roger May behind for the first time since he started this competition. So it looks like a little more friendly advice from David Clark. As May gets set up on the left side, and gets to work. Looks like he rushed the shot and got Brooklyn, but he got a strike and puts the pressure on Jay Anderson. Anderson takes his time getting set up on the right side. Puts a nice shot down that comes right back into the pocket, but not as hard as he'd like. Gives that frame to Roger May, tying us up 3-3, heading into frame 7.
3-6.
If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Give us a like over at Facebook at facebook.com/BowlFreak. As Anderson gets set up on the left side. Puts a shot through the nose and gets only 7 pins. So that's a nice open door for how Roger May's been shooting today. As he quickly gets a shot off. Once again hits Brooklyn, gets enough pins though, and makes the score 4-3. So what do you think of the Olympic scoring format? Leave us a comment if you have an opinion. But keep it friendly. May gets set up to start the 8th frame. Sends another one down right through the head pin. Only gets 8 pins. And leaving the door open for Jay Anderson to tie the score up if he can get 9 or better with this shot. As Anderson sends a shot nicely into the pocket, gets a strike, and we are tied up 4-4, heading into the 9th frame. So Jay Anderson and Roger May are proving to be very closely matched competitors. Anderson gets set on the left. Puts a shot down right over the 15. Nice flush hit and gets a strike. So Roger May needs to match this, and he's done a good job so far today of doing exactly that. As he wastes no time at all getting this one down, clears the deck, and keeps the score tied 4-4, heading into frame 10.
Keep bowling, somebody wins.
Yeah, someone's got to go for it. Yep.
May quickly towels his ball off and gets set up on the left side. Shoots a zinger right into the pocket and gets a strike. Anderson gets set up on the right side. Puts another shot right into the pocket, but does not get the carry he wants. Gets 9 pins and gives that frame to Roger May.
5-4 going to the 11th.
So Anderson gets set up on the left side. Puts this one across the 15. Punches right through the head pin, though, and only gets 7 pins. So a hard pickup for Jay Anderson if he gets a chance to shoot at it, as Roger May takes his first shot at the 11th frame. He manages to wash out and only gets 7 pins as well. So this is a good example of what kind of lead you have is greatly going to affect whether or not you can win the frame if you have to throw a second shot.
If he makes it, he stays. If he misses,
As Jay Anderson attempts to pick up the 4-7-10 split. Looks good, but does not get it. Sending it over to Roger May for what is infinitely an easier shot. As he misses his mark almost entirely on that, whiffs it, and gives that frame to Jay Anderson, tying the game up at 5-5 as we head into the 12th frame. So that was an uncharacteristic and unexpected shot from Roger May. But definitely sets up an exciting last frame here, or what could be extra frames. As Roger May sends off his first shot of the 12th frame. Goes a bit nose heavy, gets 9 pins. Jay Anderson needs a strike here to win the game. Does not get it, goes through the nose, gets 9 pins as well, and sends it back over to Roger May to see if either one will miss this shot. Give it to the other competitor. As May easily picks up his spare. So does Anderson, sending us into extra frames. So as they say in baseball, we've got free bowling here, folks. As Jay Anderson gets set up to start frame 13 on the left side.
This spring.
As Anderson sends a good-looking shot into the pocket and sends 10 pins packing.
Strike to stay.
So Roger May is in a position of matching or losing. And it looks like he chooses to match as we head into frame 14, all tied up, 5-5.
Good job, Roger. I know no one else is rooting for you.
So I believe this is the longest game we've had since we started broadcasting the Olympic scoring format. Our other competitions have all been decided by the 12th frame. So we get to use graphics with numbers we haven't used before. As Roger May sends this one down into the pocket. Only gets 9 pins though.
Strike is a win, 9's another frame.
And opens the door just a little bit for Jay Anderson if he can get a strike.
Somebody has to win.
As Anderson gets set up on the right side. Puts this shot way outside and gives the game to Roger May, who is our winner with a score of 6-5 in game 2, and will now face Alex Martin, our top seed competitor, in our final match. Coming up next.
Let's give it up for Jamie Anderson.
You are watching 4D Entertainment's NCAA Collegiate Stepladder Finals, brought to you by BowlFreak. Sign up for free at BowlFreak.com and compete against other players from around the world in various tournaments to suit your skill and style. BowlFreak, it's your game. So it all comes down to this. Roger May has held on to defeat Jay Anderson and now faces our top seed Alex Martin in the championship match.
All right, this is the finals. Alex Martin versus Roger May. Alex chose to go first on the right and left leg.
So it looks like Billy Ragatz has lost his way a little bit there and might actually need a little help from a friend or two. As Alex Martin, our top seed competitor, who's chosen to go first, gets ready to start over on the left side. Alex Martin is a PBA member and is often seen helping Bruce Heim at his shop here at Brunswick Zone still. I've had him drill a couple of balls for me, and they happen to be my favorite balls to bowl with. As Martin gets set up on the left side to start frame 1 and our final match. As he sends a zinger right into the pocket and shreds the rack. So Alex Martin kicks the door wide open on his first shot, puts it over to Roger May to see if he's still got more of that strike magic. So May gets set up on the right side. Sends a shot right into the pocket and matches Alex with a strike, keeping the score 0-0 as we head into frame 2. So I'm not sure if Alex Martin's throwing a ball that's a little lighter than he's used to throwing or not, but that is a fast throw, and faster than I'm used to seeing him throw here. As May gets set up on the left side. There's that shot a little nose heavy and only gets 9 pins. As Martin gets set up on the right side. Shoots another zinger right into the pocket. I don't think there's any break on that ball. Gets a strike and makes the score 1-0. So Martin takes first blood. and gets ready to start frame 3. Yeah, that's got to be a lighter ball as he gets another strike. And I'm not seeing any movement on that ball at all. That's like he's throwing a spare ball straight into the pocket. This may get set up on the right side. He too hits the pocket, gets a strike, and we stay 1-0 heading into the 4th frame.
Nothing, Martin going at 4th. Actually, you guys can do that. It makes it sound like real people.
Roger May gets a determined look on his face as he gets set up on the left side. Puts that one through the head pin and only gets 8 pins. So with the way Alex has been throwing, that is definitely an open door. As he quickly gets set up on the right side. Punches another one straight through the middle. And gets the same results with 10 pins vanishing in a blink of an eye. We got the chance to talk with Alex earlier today to ask him what he did to get here and what he planned on doing for the finals.
I just kept grinding, make spares, and just keep making good shots because it's a demanding pattern.
So when you bowled the pattern earlier today, what kind of changes did you have to make to keep up with it?
Just keep moving left and try to ball change when it's needed, but sometimes you make the wrong ball changes, so you got to recognize that.
There. What are your strategies for the finals today?
Just keep trying to shoot 200 because there's not much out there.
So I don't know if part of that strategy was throwing Oscar Palermo-style 25-mile-an-hour balls straight into the pocket, but it's working so far. As Martin gets set up on the left side. Sends another zinger in. Brooklyn this time, though, and only gets 8 pins. Well, Roger May has an open door now, and let's see if he takes advantage of it. As he punches right through the nose on this one, and gets 8 pins as well. Staying alive, but sending it over for spares. So I really can't see how Alex will be throwing any different ball than he's already been throwing, since we're not getting any break that I can perceive out of it, but he has made a ball change for the spare pickup. And picks this one up easily. May gets set up. And picks his up as well. Keeping the score tied 2-0 as we head into the 6th frame. May quickly sends down a zinger right over the 20. He only gets 8 pins. Not much pin action.
Oh yeah, we got that straight.
I think the crowd needs to make the same vroom sound that they do when Oscar Palermo's aiming for corner pins. Alex Martin sends this one right down the pocket. Doesn't get a strike, but gets 9, and that's enough. And makes the score 3-0. With Roger May shut out so far, heading into the 7th frame. Martin doesn't like what he sees, so he gets a re-rack. And gets set up.
Punches this one Brooklyn again and gets exactly the same results with only 8 pins. As May quickly gets set up on the right side. Shoots this one down into the pocket, gets a strike, and finally gets a point up on the board, making the score 3-1 as we head into frame 8. We got the chance earlier today to talk to the always friendly Roger May and ask him what he thought about the conditions earlier, and this is what he had to tell us. So, Roger, I know you're Mr. One Ball, that's all. Is that the strategy you stuck with today?
Yes, it is.
What did you think of the pattern today, and what did you have to do to play it?
It was pretty tough. You got to be a lot more accurate. You don't have a whole lot of room, a whole lot of area, so you got to really be more accurate on your shot.
Well, you looked pretty good out there today. You made the finals. What are your strategies for the finals?
Just try to be one pin ahead of my opponents every frame.
So, a scrappy attitude from a scrappy bowler as Roger May gets set up on the left side to start frame 8. Looks like he goes a bit light in the pocket and only gets 9 pins. So it's over to Alex Martin to see if he can add to his lead. As he throws another rocket straight down the middle, only gets 9 pins. And sends it back over to Roger May to see if he can pick up the spare. And May gets his. Oh, and Alex managed to hit the gutter first, giving that frame to Roger May.
3-2 going into the 9th.
So Alex Martin, who's normally pretty good at picking up those corner shots, manages to shoot the ball a little too far right. And gets set up to start frame 9 on the left side. And another rocket ship, a light in the pocket this time though, only gets 7 pins. And leaves the door open for Roger May to possibly tie with this shot. This needs 8 or better. He's right through the nose and gets the 8 pins he needs, making the score 3-3 as we head into frame 10. So with great come-from-behind form, Roger May has tied this all up. And might force us into the extra frames we got to see last game. As he gets set up on the left side. There's another shot right through the nose. Oh, gets lucky and gets all 10. So that was a lucky break for Roger May as Martin gets set up on the right side. Also hits Brooklyn, but gets 10 pins as well, keeping us tied 3-3, heading into frame 11. It's another exciting game. Coming down to the last frame or frames, depending on what happens here. As Martin gets set up on the left side. Puts a barn burner light in the pocket, but gets 9 pins out of it, avoiding the split. Sending it over to Roger May for his attempt. Gets a strike and makes the score 4-3, heading into the 12th frame. So Roger May, if he can get a strike here, will win the game. Since there's No way for Alex Martin to get ahead. But Roger needs to get a strike here to do that.
Yeah.
As he gets set up quickly on the left side. Puts a shot Brooklyn, not what he was looking for, only gets 8 pins, and puts it back over to Alex Martin to see if he can take advantage of this and tie the game back up. As he gets set up on the right side. Puts a zinger right into the pocket, but only gets 7 pins and makes Roger May our champion. So congratulations to Roger May, who overcame 3 opponents to become our champion. It's been my pleasure to be with you here laneside. I'm Michael Powell, and remember, have fun and go bowling.